wow. You definitely made the right choice calling me. I mean, this place is looking seriously drab.
Yeah, well, I ordered the tree, but I couldn't find the ornaments or any of the decorations.
Well, don't worry. By the time I'm done with this place, it will be completely styled. You know, you lucked out because I was able to raid the props room at the Crimson office.
Oh,
and able to get the props from all the old Crimson photo shoots. You can never use the same props twice, you know.
Well, that sounds cost efficient.
Yep. By the time I am done with this place, it is going to look like a Christmas postcard.
Well, I can't thank you enough. I really want this Christmas to be special for the boys.
Well, and for Elizabeth, too, right? I mean, once she gets back, of course.
Because you care about Elizabeth?
Well, I just want her to be happy. I mean, I want you two to be happy together.
Since when?
Since she started making moves on my boyfriend.
Still wondering the holes?
I couldn't sleep. You didn't by any chance slip something other than honey into my tea, did you?
So my plan is working. That track-infused honey works like a charm. Every time.
Matt warned me to be careful around you.
The guy who was here earlier.
Yeah, he's afraid that you're not as stable as you appear.
Hmm. And what do you think?
You want to know if I still have the ring? Yeah. That's right here.
Sorry if I'm interrupting.
Hi.
I'm just gonna file the final report on the Lyles murder. Consider the case officially closed.
Already? Who did it?
We work fast around here.
So, why are you asking me about this again?
I don't want to be like this.
It's okay, Michael. You just lost someone you love.
No, I need to keep it together. I need to be strong.
I think it's better that you let it out. Because if you keep it bottled up, it's just gonna eat away at you.
Gracious greetings to the newlyweds. I hope I'm not interrupting. What happened? Was there a break-in or a confrontation of sorts?
No, it was me.
Well, that's most unexpected.
It keeps happening, you know. I get all this anger and I'm trying to shut it down. It just keeps getting worse. So I don't know what's happening to me. Stuff like this happened all the time after my accident. I had no control, and when I got mad, I acted out. It's actually how I met Sonny.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the first night I was at the hospital. It was at Luke's old club, and AJ dragged me along, and I just completely lost it. I started yelling, and I flipped the table, and you know, everybody was quiet and looked at me like I was some kind of freak. I was outside, and that's when Sonny came out and gave me money for a cab to get home.
I was very generous.
He wasn't afraid of me. You know, he didn't act like getting mad was proof that I was brain damaged. He said he got angry like that all the time.
I always assumed that Mr. Sir was the more volatile of you two, but I mean, it explains why he showed you such acceptance.
See, getting emotional, you make mistakes, and you make mistakes, you get killed, so it's like I had to train myself to totally shut down. It just doesn't work anymore. You know, I can't detach. I can't even think.
Oh, Stone Cold, you seem seem pretty rational.
Yeah, but how long was I staring at that symbol Franco painted? I mean, how easy was that? It was a circle. Go back to the beginning.
Look, the jackal, I mean, yes, I'm by no means an experienced cryptographer, but I couldn't decipher it either.
Yeah, but that wasn't for you to figure out, Spinelli. It was for me to figure out, and by the time I did, the mayor was in my face. I know the guy's not a threat. He loves to hear himself talk. Why did I jump him?
Do you remember the moment? Do you remember what led you to the violence?
Yeah, he said he was going to run a story on Franco, and I wanted to shut him up, and I didn't think, and I grabbed him. And the same thing happened to the PCPD. He said he was going to run a story on Michael. I wanted to shut him up. I grabbed him, and I slammed him on a table.
Yeah, that perhaps was inadvisable.
It was stupid. I got myself locked up. I left Sam all alone. I almost left her unprotected again.
I should be able to keep it together.
Why? Because you're a man? You are allowed to be upset. You're human, Michael. You just lost the person who is closest to you. You're allowed to feel. I mean, grieve, get angry.
I am angry! At myself! It's my fault Abby's dead!
You've got to stop talking like that.
Oh, why? It's not the first time I'm responsible for somebody else's death.
What are you talking about? If you're talking about what happened with Claudia, this is completely different. What happened with
I hurt people. That's what I do. I killed my stepmother, and now I kill the one person, the only person in my life who understood me and accepted me for who I am.
It's a beautiful ring.
But it was beautiful when it was on your finger.
I'm sorry.
That's why you came here and you wanted to say you're sorry?
No, I came here to tell you that I was wrong. I made a huge mistake.
Dolores? It's just the woman I'm looking for.
You know, I can't really blame Matt. He is a man after all, and when a woman throws herself at him the way Elizabeth has, things are bound to happen.
There's no chance Matt is pursuing Elizabeth.
Please, I mean, this whole thing started when you left town. Elizabeth had a void to fill, and God knows she can't go 3 seconds without a man in her life, and Matt was next on her hit list. I mean, basically overnight they went from barely knowing each other to friends, with benefits.
That's a serious accusation.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe not full benefits, but definitely a limited plan, and that's only because deep down inside Matt is crazy about me.
What is a limited plan?
Well, Elizabeth went into her whole feverish victim act, and then she clung to Matt so much so that he couldn't leave her side, not even to celebrate my birthday, and then he gave her this gorgeous topaz bracelet, which was mine. I mean, basically, Elizabeth's just trying to replace me.
Okay, Maxie, listen. Elizabeth almost died, all right? And now she decided to go away for a little while and heal from the emotional strain she's been under this past year. Most of that is about me. So I don't think that she's focusing on Matt or any other guy, okay? She's trying to work on herself and get better. So you don't have anything to worry about.
You don't look like a psycho killer to me, but I have been wrong before.
Got a lot of experience with psycho killers, do you?
More than I care to admit. But I don't think they put the mass murderers in the same wing as all the other patients, so I'm gonna take a chance that you're not dangerous. As a matter of fact,
What?
well, I know this is gonna sound funny, but I just feel like we've met before.
Oh, really? When?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but something about you seems awfully familiar. I don't know, maybe in a past life or something.
You believe in reincarnation?
I would like to. And then I would know that my baby could come back and live the life he never had the chance to live. I would love to see what you're working on. Oh, I'm sorry, that's incredibly rude of me. I should remember that, and it's an artist's decision way to unveil his painting, right? I know that I didn't like to show my work to anybody before it was completely done.
It's okay. Suppose I'll let it slide just this once. But I wouldn't tempt fate again if I were you.
Okay.
And since we haven't met in this life, I should probably introduce myself. I'm Ewan.
I'm Elizabeth.
Now, Matt.
Hi.
Hey.
Ewan, it was nice to officially meet you. Have a good night.
Are you sure that you should be spending time with this random and potentially dangerous patient here?
Okay, wait. First of all, I'm a patient here too, so I guess that makes me just as potentially dangerous as Ewan.
You win. You would.
Matt,
He's Scottish.
what are you doing here?
Checked yourself out of the hospital so quickly you left this behind.
Thank you.
Thought you'd want it.
I wondered what happened to this. It's very thoughtful of you. It's awfully late. You could have dropped this off tomorrow.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I was actually in the neighborhood, so it wasn't a big deal. I wasn't expecting you to be asleep, so I was just going to drop it off and go. But, you're awake, so here you go. You have your kids back. It's good. It's good.
What's really going on?
Just killed someone. That's all.
You killed someone, but it was self-defense, right?
You think I'm talking about Lisa?
That's not what you're talking about?
No. No, they solved that murder mystery. Yeah, it turns out the first officer was having an affair with the captain, so when she found out that Lisa killed him, she pretty much lost it. And, yeah, she left us all on a suicide note, and I found out about it when they brought her into the hospital. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't anyone we know who killed her. Wait, but what were you just talking about?
So, I got a call in the middle of the night from a VIP patient. His doctors had read my research, and they were at the end of their ropes to treat an otherwise inoperable brain tumor. They wanted to try out my methodology. It was this golden opportunity to show that the treatment works, but it didn't.
Well, it sounds like the patient was just too far gone. It doesn't mean that your research is wrong or that it won't work on another case.
Yeah. You're the first person that I've told about this, too, so... And I'm sorry, because obviously you have enough on your plate right now, so...
It's fine. Obviously, you needed someone to talk to, and I'm glad I could be here.
Yeah. Other than Maxie, right? Because we both know how that goes.
You know, I understand Matt better than anyone else. He's easily distracted by his work and by the people who work with him, which just means that I need to focus harder on keeping him focused on me, and you need to focus on Elizabeth, keeping her focused on her recovery or whatever, and on you,
Maxie,
not on Matt.
I can't do that right now. You know that.
God, shoot! I left the Swedish Angels in the car. I will be right back. Hold that thought. Hey there. Hey.
Wow. This is festive.
It's not bad, right? I just thought the boys would be more comfortable having Christmas here until Elizabeth gets back from Shady Brook.
Shady Brook?
Yeah, she checked herself in.
So, how long's she gonna be there?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on what her psychiatrist says after she's evaluated.
Okay, so in the meantime, you're gonna be playing Mr. Mom?
Well, I mean, I have to watch the boys. I can't just leave till she gets back.
Wait, leave where? Are you going back to Ireland? Looking for another miracle?
I don't even know if there was one in the first place. I mean, I could have just noticed the bruises that Aiden had and buried it subconsciously.
Right, but then you miraculously remembered. Well, you're halfway across the world.
Every parent will tell you they have those thoughts and fears, and most of the time it turns out to be nothing.
Yeah, but this time it saved Aiden's life.
Yes, it did. And I literally had the warning spelled out for me, but you know what? I was too exhausted to know if I was asleep or awake or what was going on.
So now it's all just a bad dream.
No, I could have left those messages for myself. That's what I'm saying. You know, looking for omens that aren't there. Like today, I saw this girl with a red beret, and I thought to myself, oh, this could be another sign from Siobhan. But you know what? It's just a girl with a red beret.
Well, you seem pretty dead set on convincing yourself not to believe.
What about you? The master of con. Why are you suddenly interested in believing the impossible?
Just because something is impossible doesn't mean it's not real.
You would never purposely hurt Abby. You were only trying to protect her.
Anybody who gets close to me gets hurt or killed. I'm just like my father.
No, you are nothing like your father. You are your own person, Michael, and you're grieving a terrible loss. Things happen. I mean, this is life. Bad things happen all the time. You've got to stop looking for a pattern or people to blame, especially yourself.
I gotta get the phone number of Abby's family. They need to know what happened. What I did.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Stone Cold has often aided me when I've been hopelessly confused. Maybe I could do the same for you.
I don't know what you can do.
Well, perhaps we should retrace your steps, as it were, you know? What's the first time you remember significantly losing control?
So why?
Okay. Before or after Franco made his appearance?
It was after.
And the other incidents, are they likewise connected to Franco?
Yeah.
Then it would seem that Franco's the trigger, although there's a flaw in that hypothesis because, I mean, despite any emotional trauma you suffered from previous skirmishes, you were able to shut down, as you put it.
I know, but that's the, I mean, that's a strange thing because I never minded being shot at or having my life on the line because in those situations everything became very simple and clear to me and I didn't have to think about it. I knew exactly what to do. Just, I didn't realize that I could lose that. I get so confused and every mistake I make hurts somebody I love.
It's as if a superhero who was grounded.
What?
Well, a superhero who has the power to fly. For whatever reason, he loses that, right? But yet he still expects it of himself. He knows he can fly. He wants to fly. But for whatever reason, he remains grounded.
I know you're trying to help, but I really don't know anything about superheroes.
Your power, as you describe it, is to detach. But for whatever reason, it is failing you in this encounter. So we need to figure out why this encounter is different from the others.
I don't know.
Perhaps your opponent has found ways to exploit your weaknesses, push your buttons. Or maybe it's the simple yet powerful bond of matrimony which has left you more vulnerable. I mean, after all, it was on your honeymoon that
Just stop with the honeymoon, okay?
Deepest apologies.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to unload like this on you.
Isn't that a linchpin of friendship? You know, the mutual trust which enables us to confide, forgive.
You're a good friend to me, Smiley. And I trust you. I just can't trust myself.
Miss Haver? Hi, my name is Michael Corinthos. I was your daughter's friend. Oh, I'm not her friend. I was in love with her. Look, there was an accident. And Abby, she didn't make it. She's gone. Yeah, she's dead. I'm so sorry. No, I don't expect you to
I don't want any money. I'm just letting you... Okay, don't worry. I won't bother you again.
How'd it go?
I knew Abby and her mom were close. Turns out they haven't talked in years. She said she's not surprised that Abby died. Had come to no good. Those were her exact words. She thought I was calling to get money for the funeral.
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. That's awful.
She said not to even try to contact her father, so the guy took off before she was born.
Hey, don't worry, though. We'll take care of everything. Abby's gonna know that she was loved.
But how can a mother not care about her own child like that? How can she not love her? Who cares who the father is?
You can't be here, Mr. Zakara. What can I do for you?
Well, first, we've been through this. You should be calling me John.
I'm still not hearing what you want,
Okay,
Mr. Sakara.
The sweater that I gave you. For evidence. It's kind of my lucky sweater. I need it back. You know, it's lucky with the ladies.
Except for Lisa Niles, apparently.
Well, it's not my fault that she chose to hang out with a killer that night. So, the sweater?
Your personal items will be returned to you in a few days. The case has been closed.
Oh, so who did it?
You can read about it in the paper.
You do realize that this changes everything between us now, right?
How is that?
The case is closed, so now our relationship is not strictly professional, so you're gonna have to start calling me John.
You know, I don't really like to bring my personal life in the station.
I should have said yes the minute that you asked me. I should have kept that ring on my finger and worn it with pride for the entire world to see. I was so worried about losing you that I lost sight of everything that I had. I want to take a chance with you. You're my everything. I would rather worry about losing you if it means having you in my life. I love you more than my words can explain, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Please. Dante Falconeri, will you marry me?
So what happened to the whole jumping from one con to the next thing? I mean, I thought you were proud of your lifestyle.
Oh, I am proud of my lifestyle. But sometimes you gotta change it up. Hey, we're not talking about me here. We're talking about you, what you believe in.
Deflecting again.
Totally.
Okay, well, I have my family, so I guess I should be believing in them, right?
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Oh, just pretend like I'm not even here.
So, you already know this, but Elizabeth is trying to convince me that things would be different this time. Better. And so I went to Shady Brook, and I talked to her about it again. I had to be pretty blunt. And I just felt like I was kicking her when she was down. It just felt cruel, and I don't want to hurt Elizabeth. She doesn't deserve that. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe when she gets out of there...
Lucky, I'm gonna tell you what you keep telling me. You and Elizabeth do not work as a couple.
Right. Why is that? Is it me? Is it because I want something different, something more? Because when I look around this house and I think about my kids upstairs waiting for me to read them a bedtime story, the whole idea of a family, the complete package.
I just think that you'd be compromising what you believe in.
Yeah, but is it a compromise to believe in love?
It's only your first trial. This is groundbreaking work. You should expect a few bumps in the road.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a theory and nothing more, you know? Works great on paper, not in the real world.
I think you're too hard on yourself. All these years of living in Patrick's shadow, comparing and competing, you've lost your perspective.
Well, Patrick has a better track record than me, and that's not perspective, that's reality.
Okay, the fact that a political VIP called you for help is quite an accomplishment. It doesn't make you a miracle worker, though. No one is blaming you for his death, right? So why are you?
Why are you checked in here again? I think you should be working here as a shrink and not the other way around. And speaking of, have they assigned anyone to you yet?
No, but there's no rush.
There's no. What are you talking about? There's no rush. Were you comfortable here? You enjoying yourself?
I'm just appreciating being able to rest, and I need to process what's happened between me and Lucky.
I do know that the rejection hit you really hard. But honestly, I think that the time and the distance that you have from him is a good thing because you'll realize that you're better off without him. And just for the record, you sound a lot more sane than I feel right now.
I guess I better work a little harder to be convincing. Now I know how you must have felt when I took forever to give you an answer. So, help me out. I'm sweating here.
I love you with everything I have, Lulu. I don't want a life with you. I want a family.
So say yes and let's put the ring on my finger.
I can't.
You know, the odds of pebbles spelling out words on the ground is probably better than the odds of true love enduring. But I'm a gambling man. And the greater the odds, the bigger the payout.
If you win.
Well, yeah, if you win.
What's gotten into you? I always thought you had absolutely no interest in love. You're kind of freaking me out.
I don't mean to. I just think that you need to be open to surprises. You know, I mean, it's like an adventure. You got to take a swing at some of those curveballs that life throws your way. See if something is actually real. Or, you know, maybe it's just a fantasy. Look, either way, I have faith that you're going to do what's right for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I got to go do what's right for me. So I will call you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man.
Oh, bye. Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, it's a definite improvement, don't you think?
Oh, Maxie, I can't thank you enough. The boys are going to love it. I mean, this is just... You're amazing.
Oh, good. Well, it's no worries. I really had fun doing it. And it reminded me of when Georgie and I used to decorate for the holidays. No place like home, huh? Well, I guess my work here is done.
Thanks again.
Yeah, sure. See you soon.
All right. No place like home for the holidays.
Hey.
Hi. I didn't think you were gonna be home. I was just gonna leave you a message. How'd you get out?
Yeah, Alexis was able to get the charges dropped. How's Abby?
She's gone. Jason.
They weren't able to save her.
How's Michael?
Well, he's blaming himself, and he won't listen to me when I say that it's not his fault. He didn't even get to say goodbye.
We tried so hard to get here in time. We were just too late.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get a flight out tonight. You know, somebody's here. I gotta go. I love you.
I love you too.
I know it's late. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Come on in. What's going on?
Robin said that she saw you at the jail, and she's worried. Quite frankly, I am too.
I'm fine.
Well, you have missed your checkup after surgery, and you haven't rescheduled.
I've been busy.
Yeah, I know you. Well, you just got back from the honeymoon, but still, it's not something you should skip, Jason. Really, it's important. No, this jail thing.
It was nothing. The charges were dropped.
Well, that's a relief. Did you do all this? Because, Jason, I mean, these bouts of anger that you've had lately, it's just not you
Just
at
leave her
all.
alone.
I just talked to Jason. He's out of lockup, and he's gonna get here as quick as he can.
No, he doesn't have to.
He wants to be with you, Michael.
I have people lined up to help me. Abby's own mother doesn't care that she died.
I don't know. I kind of don't think it's fair of us to judge Abby's mother right now. We don't know the circumstances she was going through when Abby was born. And if her father is this terrible person...
That is still no excuse to turn your back on your kid. It's crazy to me. I mean, my mom and my dad used to fight all the time, and hell, sometimes they hated each other. But my mom would never turn her back on one of her kids. I just don't understand people like that, I guess. You okay?
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about something, and it's not fair because this is about you. This isn't about me.
No, hey, Abby was your friend, too. I mean, you're probably dealing with your own pain. Really, Sam, it's okay. I unloaded on you. You can unload on me. Sam, it's okay.
So I compliment your sanity and your first responses. You need to try harder. What? Is this some sort of act for Lucky's benefit or what?
What if it is?
Sorry.
I know that you're under a lot of pressure, but... And I also know that I don't carry a lot of weight as a mother, but as a doctor, Jason, I've got to really insist that you go for that checkup. It is so important. Look, I have the name of a specialist. He's already talked to Patrick about your case. Would you please give him a call?
I'm so sorry. Just give me a minute, please.
Look, this isn't just about Abby, is it? There's something else going on.
No, it is about Abby. It's about Abby and all of her girlfriends and everything that they went through with that guy having to jump them. I wanted to help them because I could not help myself.
Who was it? Sam, tell me who hurt you.
When I was in Hawaii with Jason, it was Franco. He raped me.
This conversation is over, Mr. Zakara.
John. I'll wear you down sooner or later.
I have to get back to work, so.
All right, fine. No offense taken. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to tell anybody that I saw you trying to break into the evidence room. And I'm not going to ask what it's about either. See? I'm not that bad.
You're
turning me down.
I want to say yes. I want to say yes more than anything in the world, but before I put this ring back on your finger, I need to know that it's real. This back and forth stuff, I can't do it anymore. I'm not gonna, it's killing me.
I will do whatever it takes. I will wear that ring from now until forever. I love you.
Forever. You sure? You positive?
Yes.
Then that's a yes. It's a huge yes. I love you. Are they looking over here?
No.
Well, can I have everyone's attention, please? Because I have an announcement to make. Lulu Spencer and I are officially getting married.